Today we're going to be talking about something that is crucial, vital, super duper important to becoming a designer, and that is how to do it. So stick around and we're going to dive into the nitty gritty of how I started, how you can start, and how you can get to that place where you're making money as a designer. This is something that people ask me about all the time. How'd you start? How do I get in? How do I get going with design as a career? And it's actually really easy. I think for people starting out in design, it's easier today than it was when I started. And part of what makes breaking into design relatively easy is that your work is visual. Visual work gives you such an advantage. If you're a programmer, showing your work is very difficult because programmers' work is somewhat invisible, right? It's the magic behind the scenes. But for a designer, it's something everyone can see. Now, there's problems with that too, right? And we'll get into those in another video. But generally speaking, it's easy. It's easy to break in. How do you do it? For me, the way I broke in was purely on the back of my passion, which was just generating work. I had a small record label at the time. That's really what got me into it, is doing graphics for that. And mind you, they were bad. They were really bad, but I did them and I got better. A couple of keys of starting out. One is just do work, do work, do work. Even if you're not showing it on Dribbble or Instagram, Twitter, whatever, do work. You've got to get that work. That's how you get better, is by doing it. If you're not completing work, if you're not designing on the regular, you're not going to get better. The second thing is to be a student of design. Now, what that means is everywhere you go, I'm always analyzing anything I see that has a layout to it, trying to break it down into its pieces and really kind of soak in what it is that makes that good. Or if it's bad, okay, I probably don't even pay attention, but what is it that isn't working about a particular design? That could be important too for some of you. So doing work, getting better, and getting that bag of tricks is critical. Another thing that you hear, if you're on Twitter, if you're on social media, you're gonna see a lot of pushback against doing pro bono work. And there's nothing wrong with pro bono work. There really isn't. Where you see that pushback is doing spec work. That's logo contests. Do a logo for us, we'll pick one, and that person gets a shiny $100 bill. Yay! Well, don't do those, okay? The reason is they don't value it. They're saying, hey, I don't want to go pay someone. I don't trust someone well enough to execute the work that I want. So I'm just going to put this call out there and everybody do it. Generally speaking, in the graphic design world, web design, that's not a good way to get work or to even bolster your portfolio, okay? I say, just say no to that. But what you can say yes to are friends, family, lower price clients in the beginning who need work but really can't afford to go out and hire a tried and true professional. This is where you can come in. And my early work was spotty at best. I would have a hit every once in a while. I would do something that was good, something I look back on today and go, hey, that wasn't bad. The lion's share, the vast majority of the work I did in the beginning was crapola. It was horrible. Some of it I'm super embarrassed by. Super embarrassed that I took money for some of those jobs, but they got me here. There are clients out there, is kind of the thing, who will hire you even as a junior designer, but it does help to have at least a small portfolio, something that says, hey, I'm doing this now. I'm available for this type of work. That's going to get you clients. And the number 3 point, you're going to get the work you do. You may not know what kind of work you want to do. I wanted to do album covers, but the truth is I'm really not that good at album covers. You like minimal techno, I'm probably your guy. I could probably do an album cover for you. But if you're an indie rock band, I'm probably going to fail miserably. So yeah, I'm probably not the guy for that. So it kind of helps, but doing a lot of work may inform you as to what you're good at, what you enjoy doing. So just keep going, keep doing the work, and you'll find probably faster than you think or are comfortable with that work starts coming to you. I mean, early on, I started out with logos. That's kind of the simplest thing. I say simple, they're incredibly difficult. That's kind of what I started doing early design wise. And I remember one of my design idols contacted me and be like, hey, do you mind if I pass some of the clients who can't afford me off to you? And frankly, I told him no. I was like, I'm not ready. I'm still in the lab. I'm really not ready for that kind of pressure. And maybe it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, they couldn't afford him. Maybe I was the right guy. But like I said before, my work was hit or miss, especially with logos. I had a couple of good ones. So, when you're showing your work, you only pick the best pieces. And photographers do the same thing. I mean, you see that magic photo and you're like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, they had an amazing shot, but guess what? There's 1,000 photos you didn't see that are garbage. So, and they know that. It's not a secret. That's just the way it is. That's what it takes to really get good work, is some trial and error, some experimentation. So keep going, keep pushing, feed that fire, feed that passion. The passion is what's going to set you apart. This passion is what's going to elevate your work, and it's going to get you to that level that you want to be at. Keep going, keep working at it, keep pushing, and you'll get there.